Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture 284. We were supposed to be waiting for train lines and things to be finished regarding the new wood production facilities, but then something happened here in Järn. You can look, people are very unhappy. Why would that be? They were without drinking water for a bit, because I screwed up a bit regarding the logistics for the chemicals for the water treatment plant. Now they're back in water, but I don't know how long time it will take them to recuperate from this. Quite a while. And of course, with this incredible drop in happiness also comes the insane drop in productivity, which makes everything hopeless. So we have 200 people waiting around in queue outside the shop, for example. All of a sudden, this is really something they need to fix with this damn game. It's good. I like the concept of the productivity and government loyalty and all that. It's just that we get something really bad happening, such as the water turning off. Yes, but then you fix that quite promptly, and then you live with the consequences. People are grumpy and hold a grudge for fucking ages. Yes, I'm swearing, I'm still drunk. Still on the same night. Cheers. This is now another 1 and a bit units, 50 centiliters of 5.7% here. Premium gold. The Brewmasters Premium Gold, Bryggmästarens. Ett lite starkare alternativ med stor beska och en tydlig prägel av humlearom. I shall translate here. A slightly stronger alternative with large beska bitterness, I suppose, and a clear prägel. Clear presence of hops aroma. Cheers. Completely decent. Anyway, the problem is with the productivity, and since it takes so long time to rebound, everything here is now not working appropriately. The hospital is overcrowded, the shopping center is overcrowded, not at the moment overcrowded, and the kindergartens are overcrowded because we can only fit like 50 children in here right now, and so on. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it. I have rectified the situation. The water tap is working again. You get 99% quality water out of your tap. I can only wait. I did order one of these 2 city halls up here on Prison Mountain. So it could be a good thing to have a little bit closer insight into what's going on up here on the mountain. See, we lost like 40 people from this building, none from this one, none from this one, a few here, none there, and a few there. So we have lost a few people, unfortunately, due to this, and the happiness is down to 48%. And therefore the productivity is rubbish. Yes, but what can we do? Nothing. I have rectified the situation. I can only wait for things to better themselves. In the meantime, how are you coming along here with this railroad building business venture? Here is someone that is taking the alternate route around. That's interesting too. Yeah, but you'll be a while, right? Yeah, you don't even have a vehicle coming, so you will most definitely be a while. Dum. Autosave, thank you very, very much for your services. And here we have finished railroad to this place, and this place is producing wood like there is no tomorrow. The concept of tomorrow doesn't exist for them. Here there is a related vehicle on its way at 95 kilometers per hour. Fantastic. We could start, I think, by... there's a train distribution office out here. You currently get your wood from there. You don't. From now on you get it from where did it go? Here instead. Load wood. We should also get the train distribution office from up here to load wood from down there. It is currently loading it from the border, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, citizens' happiness is still low. You know, I know about this. It's because we ran out of water, or rather we ran out of chemicals at a water plant. I'm sorry. I have rectified what was the culprit, underlying culprit. We can only wait. Meanwhile, the train distribution office, you are around here somewhere. Somewhere in this mess there is a train distribution office. I just need to find it. It's the same thing every goddamn time. But if we follow the railroad, and there it is. I should first and foremost add this new source of wood to your thing, list of things to do. Though we can only add this one for the time being. Citizen happiness is too low. Yeah, fuck, shut up. I was about to say fuck off, but I hindered myself and said shut up instead. Then I still said fuck off. No, you're not supposed to say these things. These are words that you cannot say on television, as George Carlin put it. Which 7 words was it? I shall not repeat. George Carlin, brilliant man. Wood, not uranium oxide, please. Shit, piss, cunt, motherfucker, tits, and something else. Yeah, that's the 7 words you can't say on television. Although it wasn't 7 and it wasn't the entire list. But the citizen happiness is too low here. You don't say it's because they've been without drinking water, but they are not without drinking water, so you can be happy again. Because all of your problems are resolved. Really. Now you can't work because there isn't a kindergarten space available. That's because you are so grumpy, and therefore very unproductive. Therefore, the kindergarten can't have as many children as it's used to, but there's like 100 free spaces available here. So, if you wouldn't mind, shut the fuck up! As I said here previously, in a previous installment, it's not really the game I'm that upset with. Like, not very much at all. It is different circumstances, but the blood alcohol limit has not reached such a level where I'm comfortable sharing the details. Let's just say that it is fucking awful. Cheers. Not comfortable. Well, it is not a secret what it's about. It's just that nothing that you should have to deal with or be a part of. It's enough that I and I suppose at least 2 other individuals are a part of, but especially one that is the shut up now. Okay. Yes, but mostly down to one being a cunt. Yeah. That's how it is. That is the truth of the matter. Yes, but you'll have to guess what it's about. Other than that, it's very, very sad, and it's awful and terrible, and I quite frankly don't know how to deal with this or how to go on even. I can tell you that the Soviet Republic, yeah, that's supposed to be like an alleviation from the daily struggles and so on. But when the daily struggles gets a bit too much and you can't decouple yourself from the daily struggles, and they make their way into the Soviet Republic, then it's not working anymore. That is not what I want to do with this. What I want to do with this is, for example, watch a rail construction set train set going about its business here, such as this one. Yes. I excuse all the burps and everything here in the last. I'm drunk now, so it's not appropriate, but it's apologizable. This is not. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Why is something that it's a behavior that could be apologized for, or it could at least one could have some oversight with, maybe. Unless you're intentionally burping into the microphone, which 1 or 2 podcasts that I've been listening to for many years, one in particular, but I think they stopped doing that. Yeah, they like intentionally burp straight into the microphone. That's quite rude, because it doesn't sound nice. It's not a nice sound. It's a disgusting sound. In fact. So, well, if it happens by accident, it's the way it is. But if you do it intentionally, like, oh, I have a burp coming, let's get real close to the microphone here so that every single bit of phlegm and everything gets picked up perfectly into the thing. I'll try and avoid. If it happens when it happens here, it's by accident. I hope you'll have the oversight. Yeah, if you don't, there are plenty of other YouTube channels playing the Soviet Republic. I think they don't do it quite the same way I do it. They do it like edited, and they do it, straight lines, snap to grid, properly laid out things and so on. But that's not the way that this game is supposed to be played. No, go look at the developer diary. First video ever posted by Peter at 3 Division. He states clearly, I hate grids. And I agree. I hate grids. That is the most boring layout you could have. It's very simple and practical to get your stuff done, but this game was one of the things that got me into it. Is that it's like it used to be, at least, impossible to build grids in this game, because it just was not possible to do. But now we have this feature. Now we can snap to grid. God damn it. You're not supposed to... Whatever. People like this feature. It will sell more copies of the game, maybe. So it may be. So it may indeed be. Yes, I've about half of this unit. That will be good. Not that many workers here on the 30 workers on the construction site, okay. Dum ba da bum bum bum. Oh no! Well, you see, when you try and queue up the next track, if you do that in just the wrong window when it's still playing the last song, and this fucking piece of shit software locks up, and you have to force quit it and restart it. I'm so sick and tired of this. Every single... I don't think there is a single episode here of the People's Proletarian Prefecture where this hasn't messed up. Question mark? No question mark. You can go ahead. It's just that it says it's red. It ought not to be red. No. There is no train. There might be a train. There is a train. When this train has passed by here, it will no longer be red, and your question mark will disappear, and you'll be able to finish this little bit, and then we can semaphore this up properly, and then we will not have these issues. No more. Perhaps. See, when you go out, you're about... Now you're cleared, and now you continue indeed. Da 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 da. Da 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 dum bum bum bum. Oh, and these other YouTubers, they also do like edited stuff. They edit their gameplay down to a video and cut it up and so on. I don't do that. I'm live to tape. Yes, I don't think I have that, but I think it says. Nah, I used to have it in the description for the channel. Live to tape. It's how I roll. It's not exclusively how I roll though, because I do have a few edited videos, and those by coincidence are like the ones that have done best. But then there are also videos that I put like hours and hours and hours and hours into editing. See my summer car, which I got in like... Well, the aggregate view time for those videos does not even add up to the amount of time I put into it. So fuck that. Screw that. I say, I don't enjoy it. I enjoy this, though. Doing it live to tape. You're going to have an issue, aren't you? You better be careful there now, because there's a construction train set here doing work, building new railroad. You, quite frankly, you shouldn't even have been let in here, I don't think. But you were, and we sort of have to deal with it. Or we can just wait, because you're about to be finished. 3 work days remaining, 2. One. You're not working very quickly there. But when this is done, yeah, now you're done, we can semaphore this up properly. And that means one way that way, and one way that way. One way, where you can actually even use this this feature. And here you go out that way, and you come in this way. Okay, now we have double track all of that way. Great. Dum bum bum bum. 20 minutes we're up to. I still have a bit of this unit left. Should I do one more unit and one more episode this evening? Maybe. Let's go and have a look at how this Eiffel Tower is doing. Eiffel Tower, whatever. I mean, it's actually only 1,500 tons of steel remaining on it. Then I think that we should do another unit when it is done and see how it does, if it has water supply and everything, and what the tourists think of it. Do not agree? Well, if you don't agree, do not watch the next episode, I guess. I think I just played this song. It sounds very familiar. Yes, after about 3,000 hours, the soundtrack sort of blends together. Yeah, you're still not finished with this one. 126 tons of boards you still need. But you have boards, right? Wherever it is that you get them. Where is it that you get boards? Boards. Bredröv open storage. There are plenty of boards at the Bredröv open storage. Bredröv, yes, Bredröv. I'm not going to provide a translation, unsolicited translation. If anyone asks for it, then I'll be happy to provide it. But until such time, I'm not. But bred is wide, and röv is something else. And we have the fantastic capability in our language here that we can combine words. What is this now about? Svennemannen, people, citizens. What? Why? What now? What? Your happiness is not too low? 768 people. What is this about? You couldn't get food, you couldn't get meat, you couldn't get anything. What is the matter with you? Why not? You can't walk to any shopping center, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That took you actually quite a while to complain. Yeah, we'll arrange for a little shortcut here for you to there. But why couldn't you visit the pub? You don't have any alcohol. That doesn't make sense. Except that I've screwed up here, maybe. No, you don't have any. I know you don't have any place to load alcohol, but you do, because we even have a brewery right here. Here we do. Here it is, and there is a storage place for it. That is where you're supposed to get your beer. I'm sorry, residents, that I screwed up the logistics in such a way that you are without alcohol for the moment. But this is a bit worse than that, because you can't even get food for the time being, which means that your happiness is down to 42%. Speaking of which, where we started out in Järn, it means iron. How's the happiness here? You reckon? Yeah, that's the pub. The pub is doing fine. Järn. It's going back up. The productivity is also rising. Slightly. Slowly but surely. We might have lost a few people for this year. Yes, we did lose quite a few people. Even we were up to 75,000 and now we're down to 72,500. That's how it is. That's the next unit. I see, you know, how many I don't know, because I'm putting the empty cans away. That is proven to increase your consumption, by the way. If it is, I don't know if it applies to drink as well, but the study I saw was about someone eating like chicken, and the study was about leaving all of the refuse, the bones and such, on the plate, and the control was taking them away as they were eating. And it turns out that if you leave all the bones and everything in front of the person eating, they eat less than if you take the empty bones away. By the way, the proper way, if you're eating chicken, is there should only be bone left. There should not be no, there shouldn't be anything left but bone. If there is more left than bone, you're not doing it properly, and you need to finish your meat or you won't get any pudding. How can you get any pudding if you don't take your meat? Teachers, leave them kids alone. And so on. Copyright infringement. I think almost quoting some lyrics from a quite successful band back in the day. Yes, but you're up to 27 minutes here now, so it's time to put an end to this. Yes, it is. Let's just see how we're doing here. This place has been finished too, and the railroad to it has been finished as well, which is great. That means that this there is a train distribution office here. Yeah, you also do this place, the other place here, as a source of wood. There you go. Load wood. And did we do electrical? No, this one. You do this as a source of wood as well. And load wood. And maybe not load wood at the customs house. We try and get by our internal production and see if that is enough. It is August, they will stop producing soon. We'll see how it goes. We can put up basically an unlimited amount of these, but 10 tons of wood per work day they produce, and in a given year, such as last year, we used how much exactly in the industry of wood? 6,161 tons and 10 tons a work day. I don't know how that works out or how to calculate. Yes, this footpath though, this is important. I hope that you have vehicles coming to it. You do have a dump truck coming right here, dumper coming with gravel for it. Thank you very much. The people of that building will be very much happy about this, because that means that they will be able to get food again. For the time being, they are hungry as hell. I'm signing off from the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. We will meet again shortly, and I will refill. I have one more unit, I think, chilled. And then that will be that. Thank you so very much for watching. People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture 284. Maybe. Good night.